Yo, what's going on, everybody? Jetxc here, and we got an interesting topic because it's been a while, right? Um, I was live streaming and I was talking with the chat about Nikke and the whole thing with the mini game, which is essentially just a dorm mode with Blanc and Viper. And then some people complaining about the whole thing with the new surface mode. And people are a bit worried if CN is going to continue to get things that Ian doesn't have. I know they have those two exclusive Nikke. I even know that, you know, along with that, they get this mini game. We just don't know if it's ever going to come to global. And as somebody that was still playing around the time of the whole CN and global drama, where a lot of the quality of life wasn't coming to global, but the back and forth, the fighting for it and asking for those things, they eventually got it. I don't know how much more exclusive stuff they're going to give, right? And there's a lot of cope on each side. So right now I got with me Professor Darkness. Say what's up, man.
Hey guys, don't worry. I don't got much to say.
Yeah, and we're just gonna kind of just go over everything because the third anniversary, and I think Darkness, you even relogged in for the third anniversary, right?
Yeah, I did for a little bit.
Yeah, the third anniversary went over well. People enjoyed it, and then the whole thing with this whole mini game drama happened. And I have a CN bro that told me about it. He showed me some clips. I've got people in my Discord, and honestly, I think a lot of people would like this mode, especially over the surface mode. But what do you think initially about the whole dorm mini game, Darkness?
This dorm mini game just goes to show you that they are trying their best to gain an audience that isn't really messing with them in the first place. Because what I've been hearing from the CN, from what you told me, is CN Nikke isn't as popular like it should be. And as you can tell, right, the ways they were pushing Nikke was the quality of life changes that Ian and JP should have gotten years ago. Then obviously now we have exclusive Nikkes because their story is different, which is something entirely different that people will probably bring up. Like, oh, the story's different. They got the exclusive Nikkes. That's fine. But at the same time, it's kind of like saying, what if, and this is for example, real quick, what if Chisa only came in for JP and Ian never got this? It would be
Yeah.
fucking weird.
Well,
Just keep
yeah.
that in mind. It'd be really weird.
In the
And then now they're adding this dorm system with fully 3D models. Keep in mind, Nikke is only a 2D game.
yeah.
PNGs and all that. And then they're coming out of nowhere. And they have the budget to do 3D models and they only give it to one region. No, that's crazy.
The models don't look bad either. But you make a good point. And the thing is, first off, the whole story thing, I've been looking into that. The story isn't, I don't see what's different at all from the story in CN versus NA or global, right? I haven't seen it yet. So, and then there were people that were saying, if you remember, oh, Noir is not going to be in the game because she's dark skinned and she's
Oh
in the
my God.
game, right? She's in the game. So I'm just
Yeah,
like,
she's in the game.
where are
What?
people getting this stuff? But the, and you're right. Like, and let's do another example. Let's say that, and I talked about this on stream a couple days ago. Let's say that CN started this whole thing. Like, CN was the first version of Nikke, right? So they're 3 years ahead of everybody else. They just got done with the anniversary. They loved it. CN's going crazy. Meanwhile, the global one is the new one, and then we get the dorm mode. What would happen is they would literally be extremely upset, and everybody knows how people always call like CN like over dramatic sometimes, or they rage really easily. They would rage like crazy, and then Nikke Shift Up would literally have to apologize, and within the same week they would give them that same feature. But what's happening on the Ian side is people are like, oh my god, but we got the third anniversary stories, so who cares? And it's just like, but they're going to get it on their third year too. So I
Yeah.
don't get it. And then there are people saying like, oh, I'm glad we're not getting it because people don't have enough space on their phone. And I'm just like, what?
Genshin Impact is over like 100 gigs.
Right, but I'm just like, what? So that's the excuse. So, you know what I mean? It's just like, why are we coping
There's a
so
lot of
hard?
Yeah, why
for
are we trying to
something.
cope so hard for a feature that would be, of course, you can excuse the feature and avoid it, but deep down to the brass tacks of things, we really are going to look at this. Nikke, to be real, guys, the beginning of the game, it was never a full blown story game. And I'm going to keep bringing this up. Nikke at the beginning was never about the story. The story only got good when Overzone hit, when like I believe like chapter like a later chapter, like chapter 20 or something with like Mother Whale and all those chapters hit. Chapter with Modernia too.
Yeah, it
Like
ramped
that's
up.
when people really like the Red Ash as well. Those type of things, that's only when the story got good. But in the beginning, and I fell for it too, when I started Nikke, was because the characters were attractive and it was a waifu collector.
Which it still is. But the thing is,
It still is.
fast forward to now, and I just don't get like the split. And then people say, oh, it's the publishers there, and I'm just like, okay, but okay. Here's my thing. I'm trying to think of a game that's done the same thing that Nikke's done, where
None.
it's a global version or a JP version or a CN version, and it's going in the same direction, but they're getting exclusive stuff or stuff that the other versions haven't gotten. And by the way, we don't know when, if those two exclusive Nikkes will ever come to global, or if we'll ever get the minigame on the global side. Funny thing is, people have been asking me to like come back multiple times, and I'm just like, I don't know. And I get it, right? Because the third anniversary was great, and like you said, you logged on yourself.
I logged in, I checked out the skins, they're pretty nice, but I don't have the money for it, guys.
Right. Yeah, but I really do hope that the EN community, or I guess the global community, because I've seen even JP complain about it, which is like rare,
Which
right?
is insane. They don't
It's
complain that much,
super
but
rare. Exactly. I do hope people start to speak up, because I remember making videos and streaming like back to back, like, bro, like we need those CN changes. Like, I don't know why. And this is back with the quality of life stuff. We needed those changes. So I really hope that people actually stand up and say something, because I really do think they're going to keep doing this. I think they're going to get more exclusive Nikke. They're definitely not stopping this minigame at Blanc and Viper. And
no, because here's the thing with that.
yeah,
Here's the thing when it comes to that, and we've seen it happen in other games.
yeah.
And with this feature, right, they're going to test it out. They're already testing out. They're on day 2 of it, where you're going to get day 3. And then I saw day 4. I don't think people were able to look closely at it. It said show on the 4th option. So that means there's probably going to be some kind of dancing animation for the last one. And I know for a fact, if this actually goes well with CN, they're going to pump out more of these. And it's going to be like, damn, Ian's not saying shit. JP not really doing shit either. Let's keep going and pushing this out for CN, because the other side don't care. Let's just keep pumping out story.
Yeah.
And they're going to keep going and going until maybe, hopefully, Ian breaks. But I don't think Ian's going to break like they used to when it came to the global stuff. I'm going to be real with those quality of life changes. If Ian did not shake or say anything, we still would have terrible, shitty quality of life to this day and terrible loading times.
Yeah. And who knows what'll happen. Because I've always said, like, I don't hate Nikke, but when I had to let it go, it was just because of like fatigue from like a lot of the things that I was like asking for. But I just hate to see, and I don't mind making videos like commenting on some stuff, because I played for a while, a long time. But I just hate to see, and like I said, I've never even seen this before with any other gacha game. Like, I'm trying to, because like I gave the example earlier, if this were the other way around and this happened to CN, there would be an uproar. And that's the thing. I feel like they're taking advantage of the way that JP doesn't complain and Ian complains, but it's just not a big enough.
It's a weird split. Ian is
Yeah.
Ian is a weird split of complaining, because we have the reasonable people who actually want the game to get better and get the features, not be treated like second class citizens. And then we have the other side, who are basically the casuals, who only enjoy one aspect of the game and really don't care about anything else. And that's the problem. if you want your game to stay alive and stuff like that, guys, you should care about a majority of things, even if you think it's not like important to you. Especially when it comes to like skin censorship and skins. Not a lot of people do not like censorship. It's a very bad thing. I'm always against censorship because it censors creative freedom. But when your main focus is story, and that's the main split, is people really are trying to push Nikke as this very good story game. You should all try it out. But I've said this before in an old video, guys. Twitter and other randoms are going to look at Nikke, or when they think of Nikke, they're going to be like, oh, it's the game about Jiggle faces and ass. And they're not even going to try it. They're just going to move on to something better. Because there always
Yeah.
is going to be something better. Guys, here's a truth bomb that's going to hurt a lot of you people. The gacha stories that we play and do are never going to reach the levels of light novels and mangas. They're just not.
Well,
Because they're all about selling a character.
but the thing is though, I've seen, and we're a little bit different because we pay attention to like the gotcha space because we're looking up news and updates and we get sent stuff. Over the year, I have seen like so many people try to like plead with people to try Nikke. Like, look, I'm not a gooner, but I love Nikke. Like, it's just like, bro, like it has like it has a particular audience. Like, stop trying to act like you're better than such and such. It is what it is. Like, it could still be a waifu collector fan service game with a great story. Stop trying to impress a bunch of people online because it's kind of cringe, and I don't like it. But like you said, there's a lot that goes into a story, and I just really do hope that I don't know. I hope that global fans really kind of fight back, because if they keep, like I said, they're going to keep dropping this, in my opinion, and I think they're going to do more exclusive Nikke. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, I feel like there's already plans of popular Nikkes they're thinking of doing this with. Because I know for a fact, for a huge fact, 100% without a fucking doubt, they're gonna do Rappy and Anis one time. And I know for a
No
fact,
way they do
once
Rappy.
again,
No way they do Rappy.
and yeah, no, they will. Oh no, they will.
I
Because that's a popular character. They already did Blanc and Viper. They're
Listen,
popular characters because they're hot.
if they do Rappy in the dorm system, I got you with the skin, because listen, if I'm a Nikke player and I see Rappy in the dorm room, it's over. I'm crashing out. Me personally, I'm crashing out.
Yeah. I'm being so truthful about it. With popular characters doing that type of stuff with the dorm system, people will go nuts for it. They'll pay money for it. And I'll make an example. There's no dorm system in it, but if there was, for Blue Archive, right? Hoshino, very fucking popular character. Rio, very fucking popular character. Ozuna and Karin, those characters. If there was a dorm system for that game, people don't even care. They'll buy it just because it's those characters. You do the same thing for Nikke. Think of the popular characters. Red Hood, Nayuta, even now, yeah, Nayuta now. Rappy, Anis, you do dorm system for those characters, they're gonna cash out with ease. So they're doing Blanc. And Blanc and Noir are very fucking popular characters in Nikke. They're like in top 20s, top 10s almost every time with the votes.
Yeah.
So
For this mini game, it's like Viper and Blanc. So, I mean, we'll see. But yeah, overall, I think the scene enrichment just continues. So, yeah. Any last words? Because I think I've kind of beaten the dead horse, honestly.
and to be honest, right now, Nikke's a good game. I'll give it that, but I just hope the EN community can actually be smart once again with the quality of life changes they did last time where they fought back. Let's just hope they fight back this time. But again, we'll have to see if the CN Nikke's come in, the dorm stuff, etc., etc. But that's all I gotta say.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. But all right, guys, we are out of here. We will talk to you guys later. See ya.
Bye, y'all.